James, you're up, buddy.
My P1 is going to be for a typical security project, so there's a lot of dependencies in here as well that are not a part of what I do, for example, ordering product material. But it starts off with a project handoff. That's going to include typically a handoff meeting as well as a customer meeting to be able to make sure the expectations are correct. 2 days, maybe a meeting, you have to do both things, likely not the same day. Next, it gets handed to me for pre-planning, so that would be scheduling out all your devices, creating a model for BIM, and we're using red lines, completed details. That can take up to a week depending on the size of the project. Then the dependency that I'll have in there in between is material being ordered and arriving to site. Next, we'll do all the pre-programming, so based on customer data we received during the customer meeting, we'll IP address devices, we'll do any software firmware updates, we will do any of the initial pre-programming before devices go to site. Next, the techs will go to site and install it. So usually about a week for pre-programming. So the techs will go to site as they're installing things will get programmed into the customer system. Upwards of 2 weeks, again, it depends on scope and scale and any delays on site during installation. Once everything is installed, we'll actually go through and test and commission everything, make sure it's functioning to customer expectations, the way it was designed, items like that. 3 days at most. I mean, that's again depending on scale. Last is project closeout, providing submittals to the project manager and final documentation so that they can then, as they can have that closeout meeting with the customer.
So a project like this takes how long?
So it could take up to 6 weeks, but again, it depends. It could take less if it's a smaller project. It could take more if it's a large.